So when it comes to applying for your online application form, Dvlottery 2026, you must provide all the required information. Failure to that, if you submit an application where some information are not completed, that makes you ineligible for la DV. So in this video, I want to highlight, as stated on the instruction for Dvlottery 2026, the required information that you will find on the online entry form. The application will begin October 2nd all the way to November 5th, 2024 for the Dvlottery 2026. Yeah. So question number 1 will be about the name. The name. This one you're told last or family name, first name, middle name. You should enter it as it appears on your passport. Yeah. If you have a passport. If you don't have a passport, I would say enter the information as it appears on your birth certificate, because you will use your birth certificate to apply for your passport. Yeah. So if your passport or your birth certificate shows only your first and last name, list your last or family name and then your first name. Do not include a middle name if it is not there. If your passport include a first, middle and last name, please list them in the following order: last or family name, first name, middle name. So last or family name, that's the one we call surname. Surname is the family name, is the last name. You enter that first, then followed by your first name, and then your middle name if you have a middle name. If you have only one name, it must be entered in the last or family name field. If you only have one name, if you have two names, then you have to identify the name that goes to the family section and then your other name. I hope that is clear. If you have only one name, that should only be stated at the family or last surname field. Number 2, information. Gender. Are you a male or a female? Number 3, birth date. Day, month, year. In that order. Number 4, city where you were born. You have to find out. There is usually in that question a place known, a section whereby it's written, if you're not sure of the city where you were born, you can say city unknown. You check on that. If you know the city you are born, you can now state the city you are born. If you are not sure or you don't know the city you are born, there is an option there of city unknown. You check on that. Number 5, country where you were born. Yeah, where were you born? You write there. Number 6, country of eligibility for the DV program. Mostly the country of birth is your country of eligibility. Yeah, so you will go with that. Number 7, it's about the entrant photograph or photographs, digital photos. That is where you will upload your digital photo. If you are just all alone as the principal applicant, 1 digital photo. If you have a spouse, you also include their digital photo, as well as if you have kids, also their digital photos will be required in their specific part when it comes to their information towards the end. Number 8, mailing address in care of. That is one question that I have received from so many people asking about that question. Mailing address is not email address. Mailing address is about home address. For example, I'm going to give you a good example. The school where you went, they have a mailing address. P.O. Box, in this region, Kenya, all that. So, mailing address is about the postal mailing address in care of. In that question, If you have a post office box, you have a mailing address like yours. If you don't have, you can either use a school mailing address, or a church mailing address, or a workplace mailing address, or a hospital mailing address where you are known. If you know somebody who works there, you can use the mailing address of that location, in care of you are giving the name of a person who knows you, who can, in case something is sent for you through that mailing address, they can receive it on your behalf. That's what it means. I hope that is clear. Under that, at the mailing address, we have address line 1, address line 2. So mostly you just need to go with address line 1. You know about the address line 2. Of course, you'll provide your city or town of that mailing address you are using, the district or country or province or state postal code. Some of the terminologies used here are mostly what used here in state. So like zip code, mostly that's a common terminology here. You don't have to worry about that. So all you want to do is to find about the postal code of your mailing address. You can either find out from the post office near that place, or you can Google like the postal code address of that area where maybe you are using a school mailing address, or a hospital mailing address, or a church mailing address. For most part, in my case, for example, I have used a church address because I didn't have a personal mailing address. So I used to use my church address all through. Number 9, information number 9, country where you live today. If you don't live in your country of birth, in your country of eligibility, especially those people who have gone outside their countries to work, they will state where they are currently living. Number 10, if you have not moved, you just state where you are, the country where you're still living, Number 10, phone number. It's optional. You can give it, give it or not. That's optional means, but there's nothing wrong by giving your phone number. And remember to include like your country code, like Kenya +254. Number 11 is about email address. That is either Gmail account address or yahoo.com, gmail.com. That's the email address. This one specifically will be used after you win. It's normally not used to notify you that you have won. No, it is not used to notify you that you have won. It is normally used by the department later after you have been selected during the processing journey. So you have to have an email address, open an email address, and be ready to use it. Number 12, highest level of education, primary school only, some high school, no diploma, high school diploma, vocational school, some university courses, university degree, some graduate level courses, master's degree, some doctoral level courses, doctorate. So based on where you are, you choose one. If you're not very, very sure what to choose, just go with the list, the requirement, high school diploma, final. You'll be good. Number 13, current marital status. Unmarried for the single. Married and my spouse is not a U.S. citizen. Married and my spouse is a U.S. citizen. Divorced, widowed, legally separated. Those are the options. You choose one. Then number 14, number of children. So of course, the moment you say at number 13 you're married, the question will follow now for you to provide the information of your spouse and the year, photograph, and the year, and also your children. And that's it. Those are the requirements that you will find on that online application form. Yes, this is Wanjiro USA, always empowering with knowledge, and I hope this information will answer most of the questions majority are having. Bye for now.